I love hedgerows. This is a particularly nice hedgerow. They're very similar to woodland. At least you can get a lot out of hedgerows like you can being sat in woodland. This time of year you've got the hawthorn, or May blossom as we often call it. That's in full flower now, so there's a heady scent in the air. And then you've got the umbellifers, the cow parsleys and the pink campion flowers, all coming up through lush green vegetation, lots of grasses and nettles too. And the subject of this video, and nettles, features quite heavily. Along this beautiful hedgerow here, just outside the village of Sutton-on-Trent, there are these. These are the larvae of small tortoiseshell butterfly, a butterfly which everyone was saying is doom and gloom. It's the lowest numbers that they've ever seen, and which is true in 2024, and that the butterfly would soon become extinct, or worse to that effect. The usual conservation organisations were quick to jump on the bandwagon of doom and gloom, as they so often are. But really, it's usually just a temporary picture. Species doing well doesn't usually sell subscriptions and bring in money. And I did say last year that the butterfly will make a comeback, and it very much is indeed in the middle, or the process of making a comeback. I've seen more small tortoiseshell adults so far this spring than what I saw in the whole of 2024. I found 2 broods of these last year in 2024, which were the first indications really that things were going to get better, and they have got better. Where I can, I always like to bring some positivity to things. Insects and invertebrates and conservation and everything, it's not all about doom and gloom. I think people are fed up of hearing about doom and gloom, to be honest, and want some positivity. And in front of us here, we have that positivity. Well, this bundle of joy, otherwise known as a larval web and larva of the small tortoiseshell butterfly, is that positivity, or at least part of that positivity. We should rejoice in seeing these again. At one time this was a throwaway species. It was so ridiculously common. The numbers fluctuate over a number of years. They go through peaks and troughs, and last year in 2024 it was very much at the bottom of that trough. But there are indications towards the back end of 2024 that the butterfly was starting to make progress, and this year that progress has been greater as far as I'm concerned. As I say, I've had a number of sightings, more than last year, and these are the real indication, because these are the future of the small tortoiseshell. These look like 3rd instar caterpillars. They live communally like this through several instars, and then they slowly start to split, and you'll often find them in curled up leaves as they get older, and they tend to almost separate, and then when pupation comes along they'll wander off and find somewhere safe and secure to pupate, and the pupa is suspended by the cremaster, hanging from an object like a dead twig or a blade of grass or an old stem of some kind. Smashing little things these, aren't they? Just so great to see. One of the difficulties that small tortoiseshells face, perhaps more so than many UK butterflies, is their high rate of parasitism. out of this brood of larvae, we may be lucky if half a dozen make it to adulthood. They will go and breed again, so we will get a second brood of larvae, which will help boost the numbers later in the year. It should be a decent late summer or autumn for small tortoiseshells. I'm very pleased to have come across this group, because the butterfly has suffered greatly since my childhood. I find that seeing these larvae and looking for these larvae and seeing the actual butterfly provides me with more satisfaction and joy now than when I was butterflying in the 1980s. It's a whole different story now regarding the small tortoiseshell, but it's very much a positive one. But it should be a positive one. Don't let people continually drip feed you with doom and gloom and depression. We don't want that. Neither does the small tortoiseshell. Here's to a success for many years to come.